Good morning.
Morning. We are at the Cadence HQ. So you guys have always seen our Monday meetings with Heikki from Germany. He's flying into New York, so I figured what a better place to host than the Cadence office here. So he's coming in. We're going to spend the day together here, possibly talk about the quality group acquiring 3D, which I think is a very smart move as 3D is about to explode. You know, I'm very big on, a lot of people would argue that this is not the right time to sell 3D because obviously it can be worth a lot more in a very short period of time. But I also know the value of good team, and I know the value of good people, and I know the value of scale. And I think that there's a positive in building with the right people. And I'm not greedy. You know, at this point in my life, I've come to the realization that, you know, doing good things for others and giving people a piece of things and growing together and just all of that is better. Doing things with people that you care about and doing things with people that deserve it are better. So we'll see. We're going to have the conversation today, go over a couple other things for the brand, which is nice because I always see him on Zoom, right? He's not in the US that often. So I only go to Germany probably 3 or 4 times a year. He comes here probably 3 or 4 times a year. So maybe once a month we get together face to face. And that's it. And then big week for Cadence. Our gel launches this week. So we have our pop-up fuel stop in New York City. Ross is setting that up right now. That's why he's not here. And then I plan on being there tomorrow. I plan on doing a lot of Cadence work while I'm here. Literally, it's so funny because the way that Ross and I work is I'll come here and we'll get like a month's worth of work done in like 2 weeks. Or not even 2 days, sorry, not 2 weeks. We just like very much like grind very quickly and we get shit done super fast and I think we like understand each other. So we have a lot to do there. And then we also have to finish finalizing launch plan for a new brand we're launching in February. Launches nationwide in a huge retailer in February. So we have a lot of shit to do, which is why I'm here for a week. I got in yesterday. We got in yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. Got in yesterday, and I'm going to leave on Sunday. So good week, lots of work, lots of shit to do. Happy to be here. I would argue that every time I come here, I like this city more and more. I'm just a bit scared about this new mayor. Honestly, I probably would have bought a condo or an apartment here by now if I wasn't worried about the political climate of this city. But yeah, so far so good. All right, guys, so finally getting to see Heikki in person. And one thing I really don't talk about enough is, you know, Heikki is probably one of the most team-driven CEOs I've ever had the pleasure of working with. So what I mean by that is a lot of CEOs are not for a team. They're for, you know, almost themselves. And what I've learned from Heikki since working with him and, you know, him leading me from Germany is truthfully like he just wants everybody to win. And I've learned a lot from him. I've learned that I need to take myself out of the day-to-day of some of the things that I was embedded in because I was just so wanting to make sure everything was done perfectly. And I've built team, and the team that I've built with his help is arguably some of the most amazing human beings on the face of the earth. And I've been able to take my role to a higher level and continue to drive revenue to the brand, which honestly is like the biggest cheat code ever. So now that I'm able to do what a true CEO is ultimately supposed to do by having the right team underneath me, I would say that we've had the pleasure of growing immensely and much faster than I anticipated us growing just by me being able to forge relationships and continue to, you know, hit these meetings with all these vendors and key retail partners across the country. So for that, I'm grateful. I think that, you know, getting acquired by another company is something that is super scary, and that's why we took so much time to make sure we picked the right person. But I would probably argue that if it wasn't for Heikki being here, I would not enjoy my job as much as I do, and I probably wouldn't learn nearly as much as I'm learning. So what I learned from this experience, I'm going to take and really extrapolate across all my other businesses. And yeah, so for that, I'm super grateful. Goldman was right there.
Yeah,
we passed Goldman together.
Exactly, yeah, exactly.
And the, whatever you call it, the former Twin Tower.
Yes, that's over here too.
It's just
Statue of Liberty is over here.
and that's.
I mean, it's one hell of a view before this, but
Yeah,
it still has one, but the Brooklyn Bridge.
Yeah, this building is an awesome. I mean, Ross did a great job. Ross is very resourceful for sure. All right, so finish the day. Well, not really finish the day, but finish the work day. We had a really good day today. So Heikki was here from Germany. We did a really big strategic meeting in person, and again, just delivering on all of our goals, which is super important. And really, a lot of this meeting was also about bringing more, which is a German brand, to the U.S. So how we're going to bring that brand over here, what's like the vision for the brand, how we're going to deliver it to the U.S. population, and ultimately, what's the strategic plan to go to market. So we went through a lot of that, went through all of the stuff yesterday where we're at the bar manufacturer. I'm an idiot and I forgot the bars, so he didn't get to try them. So I'm going to ship them back to Germany on Monday. And then that was it. We, a couple other companies we're looking to possibly acquire. Going to do some due diligence on them, went over some of that stuff. But ultimately, all good, all really, really good stuff. And got with Ross after that, kind of went over the Cadence Gel launch. So we're going to do a little West Side Highway run right now, come back, get ready for dinner. Today was a long fucking day. I'm exhausted, to be honest with you, but hey, we're here and let's go run.
You gonna tell us what's going on? I gotta put you on the spot.
Oh man, put me on the spot. We are at the Cadence pop-up shop here in New York. I don't know where we are in New York. Where are we? Dumbo? Is this
Don't
Dumbo?
ask me.
I don't know. Where are we?
Lower East Side.
Lower East Side. You heard the man. But no, this thing is incredible. We got the launch of the gels here today, so we're gonna try those out. No, it's fucking sick.
Let's bring it in real quick. Hope I don't fall here. All right, real quick, thank you all for coming out to the Cadence Fuel Shop pop-up. I really appreciate y'all. This is kind of our, grand opening soft launch, but following tonight, this storefront is gonna be open for the next 2 weeks or so. So definitely come by, stop in, try the gels, try all of our products, or just come say what's up. Tonight though, we're just here to kind of, celebrate the space, celebrate the launch of our new fuel gel, but also just kind of have a good time. So we're gonna kick things off with a quick little 2.5 mile run just to break a little sweat, right? Sweat out, salt in. When we get back, we've got a lot of good things going on. So DJ Neil's gonna be spinning all night here. We've got pizza, courtesy of Johnny's, coming through around 7:15. We've got Cadence drinks, of course, in the fridge inside, as well as in this cooler. And then at the cash wrap right there, we've got a bar. So they're gonna be mixing up vodka or bourbon with your favorite flavor of Cadence. So just go pop by, say what's up to our bartenders, grab a drink. Like I said, once we get back, the good stuff's going down. We've got pizza coming, we've got music all night, we've got drinks, alcoholic and non-alcoholic, and that's the real fun stuff. So yeah, just give it up for everybody for coming out. Thank you once again. Yeah.
That was fun.
How are we doing?
Feel good? Easy.
Easy one.
Felt good.
Done, we're done for the day.
I gotta eat some dinner, bro.
I'm talking about filming.
I want you to film me sleeping.
Sleep what?
Sleeping.
Sleeping?
People pay for that. There's girls that make like hundreds of thousands of dollars a year by filming themselves sleeping, and guys watch it. Look it up. I swear to God, you think I'm kidding? Have you seen that?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What the?
I'm gonna try.
ASMR shit.
What's that?
Whatever the fucking noise shit is that they put the microphone up to their, whatever they're doing.
Oh, like the eating and the crunching? Yeah, that's wild. Honestly though, I love food, but this pizza actually looks really good. Holy shit.
It looks good, honestly.
Yeah.
You need to give it a try.
I'm not eating it. I can't do it. I'm gonna save it for later.
If I do it, I'm gonna fuck
I'll eat a whole
myself.
box.
I know.
Yeah. And that's so thin. I'll eat. I bet I could eat 2 whole pizzas.
I'm definitely gonna get some.
Right here?
Yeah.
Really?
Definitely.
Bro, it's go down so easy here. You have no idea.
Hello, sir.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good, how about you?
I'm good. Let's go get a coffee and let's go to the office.
What did he do? I guess he's massaging his back.
Clearly. We are at the Cadence headquarters again. Busy day of meetings today, and Sammy flies in today, so I'm excited. So we'll have like a little weekend together. We don't really get too many of these now, so I try to like add a couple days onto the end of some of my work trips, bring her and like enjoy the city. One thing that I think that we should go over, and Maddie can probably attest to this, is as much as I like nice shit, like I'm absolutely like cheap as fuck when it comes to buying stuff, and I always have to get a good deal on everything I buy, or I have to like make sure it's gonna make me money. So like that's one thing that you'll see about everything I do, and you guys will probably be like, oh, how does he always fucking like buy the right car or do this? Like I wait and I invest time and I invest energy. Even with watches, like if I want to watch, I'm not gonna buy it right away. I'm gonna text my watch guy and be like, hey, if you see one of these that's on a fucking crazy deal, let me know. And it'll be 6 months later and it'll be like, hey, I got, you know, X, Y, and Z. This guy owes me money and I have his watch as collateral. You can take it for the collateral. So long story short, I've been wanting to buy a second house in Florida for quite some time now. Because I don't know if I'm gonna stay in Palm City forever. I think eventually I'll end up moving from there, but I also want to always have a footprint in Florida. So what we did was, if you guys know who Stephen Ross is, he owns Related Properties. He's the guy who's behind pretty much all of Hudson Yard in New York City. And he has actively been buying downtown West Palm Beach now for the last, I don't know, year and a half to 2 years, maybe even longer. Honestly, it could be the last 5 years. But Stephen Ross is like one of the most meticulous real estate developers in the world. And like when he goes all in on a place, I've done the research. Like he brings the right tenants, he brings the right vibe, he brings the right people. And they're building a Mr. C residence in downtown West Palm. And I was like on the fence about buying one, and pre-construction right now for a two bedroom, 3-bathroom, they're about $2.5 to $3 million a piece. And those same buildings, I believe, when the building is complete, are going to sell for between like 4 and 5 million. So I was going to buy one, but I actually bought two. So my goal is, I closed on them yesterday. My goal is I'm going to keep one and I'm going to flip one to pay for the one that I got for free. So ideally, if they double in value before they close and before that I can take delivery of it, which is 2027. It's the end of 2027. My goal would be to sell one of them to cover both costs initially, and then I live in one for free. And then I'll figure out where I want to go, if I want to stay in Florida or if I want to move elsewhere and have two houses, but I'll always have my one in Palm Beach that was paid for. So there you go. Good day. I actually have a really cool meeting. I'm actually having a meeting right now in 10 and 20 minutes with the owner of the 76ers, who's possibly going to do some type of an investment in one of the medical offices we're doing, which is pretty cool. So like these calls are wild. Like I always like have to pinch myself before I get on these calls, because it's like some of the people I get to talk to and I get to do business with now are just like so weird to it feels weird to be able to do it. But yeah, good day. Got a lot to do, lots of meetings, and then hopefully be done in enough time to ultimately spend some time with Sammy. If you guys don't know who that is on the call, his name is David Edelman. He's actually the owner of the 76ers. And this project has a lot to do with Dr. Khan and the stem cell facility that we're opening in South Florida. This is going to be one of the most legendary medical innovation centers in the world, and we're putting together one of the most impressive teams to not only run this office but partner in bringing some of the best talent and be able to treat some of the best people. So this is honestly something I'm really looking forward to. This project should really close out and open, I'd say, around April of next year, but obviously, you know, planning starts now, build out starts now, construction starts now. I'll be in Dubai as well, so for another reason. So if you ever want to link up there, let me know. Okay. Okay, fair enough. All right, bye guys. Dude, that was insane. Like, what the fuck? I've never seen people want to invest money so badly.
Say what?
I've never seen people want to like be a part of something
I-
so bad.
Fucking.
It's insane. I've never seen anything like, bro. It's like,
He's.
and he's like
I mean, he's
super
a
down to
fucking-
earth.
Yeah, yeah. He's a billionaire by far.
Oh fuck yeah. He's worth like $4
Well, I
billion.
mean, just a fucking whatchamacallit is alone.
76
They're
is-
alone fucking
yeah.
probably $3 to $5 billion.
I like the idea of a smaller brand because they're going to be nimble and move way faster, kind of like what's happened now. But I also like Twincraft, like after the first PO, because they understand this business.
I mean, they do multiple $billion.
But that's what I'm saying. That's the company you want to be with.
For
And
sure,
Also,
and they're amazing.
When we talk to CVC, that's going to be the first question.
Twincraft do all of Mammoth brands.
I hear you. And
So
but what I'm,
Harry's.
yeah. But what I'm saying is like CVC. I bet they own probably some of the brands they do. First of all, and then second of all, they're good. Like when it comes to like the biggest thing that they care about when it comes to this stuff is IP, scalability.
That's what I'm saying. So why don't we just pay? Dylan will give us
We
the
will. So IP, scalability, and then the last one is quality of manufacturing. Like not as much as is it a good manufacturer, but are they able to do X, Y, and Z? Do they have like a legal team for manufacturing agreements? Are they like
Totally.
that's the type of stuff that they want.
All right, guys. Now I'm sure you guys have seen Maddie before a million times by now, but Maddie is my chief of staff, also a partner in a lot of the brands that we have together. And Maddie and I are on a call that we would traditionally be in person on in Port St. Lucie. We're just going over, this is actually for DSD mapping for Bum Energy. So we have our team on the call aligning on a lot of launches happening at the end of the year and just making sure we have the inventory for it. Kind of what we expected to get into and what we got into are far different. We got into a lot more places than we were planning on. A lot of our 2027 SGM is actually now falling into 2026, which means, you know, amazing stuff, but we just need to make sure we have the inventory. So getting with our demand planner on this call, getting with all of our chief of commercial strategy, our SVP of sales, and just making sure we're fully aligned on budget, inventory, and able to execute on the plan.
How much money does this make us on a monthly basis right now? Pull it out and say we'd love to explore putting it in the right section of the store, and it would be a great opportunity. We would love to lean in on that and do some type of a huge marketing campaign when we launch in the right section. But if we can't be in the right section, we need to pull out because unfortunately this is hurting data for us and we would rather just not have the data in your store. All right, so the reason why I just made that decision on that call about pulling that out, and granted, yeah, if you look at it, it's, you know, $10,000 or $15,000 a month, which in energy is literally nothing. But the problem is when our sales guy put that in that grocery store specifically, which is he put it in the wrong section of the grocery store. So what happens is like you have all your energy drinks in one area and then you put our energy drinks in this other area and people don't know to go there to get energy. So if they go down the aisle and they don't see it, they just don't go anywhere else to pick it up. So in turn, traditionally what happens is you get no visibility and no one buys. So our run, obviously at $10,000 a month, no one's buying it, right? So for me, that's data driven. So data driven analytics in grocery is really, really difficult to manage because it all is reported. So it's reported and it's not reported saying, oh, it's in this category, which is why it's low. It's reported as sales in that store. So for me, I would rather not have any data in the store and not be there than have bad data showing us in a shitty location in the store. My goal is to do really good velocity in every store we're in, and anything that damages that reputation to the brand for me isn't worth it. $150,000 a year losing that is very, very well worth taking my guys' energy, putting it on another account that it's in the right place in that we can drive more traffic to.
Like, how did you build your sales team? Like, regionally, how would you do ours though?
Like, are you looking for more like food, drug, mass top line, key accounts? Like what part are you trying to work on? Because right now you have specialty.
Right now we only have specialty with
When does launch? Okay, so what I would do then is I would add in an FTM, like a key account manager. So a CAM, they call them CAMs, key account manager. And you really could do it as like you could start it.
How would you build out, like, so it's like,
you could really start it as like,
I would put specialty.
you
So
start,
I wouldn't even worry about that.
So that's like your main guy. You
I
come
need to
down.
hire him then.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
guy needs to be good.
That's
You know
separate
anyone?
from Rick, yeah.
Smart.
Yeah.
No, honestly, I sent you 2 resumes that could be that guy. Yeah, they're in your email right now. I forwarded them to you.
Yeah, from Mutual.
Yeah. And then from here, you want to do heavy enough yet to grow to have
of
someone
course.
manages this. But what I would argue is once this gets too
But what
heavy,
if I just have what's his name do that?
who?
Your boy on Twitter.
He can't do it all because he.
It's only
Like, so what he'll do is he'll be good for like sending it in to you. Like he'll lock them in, and you gotta hand them over to somebody.
Yeah, I've got a guy.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Yeah. So that's easy as long as he knows how to manage it and can help. Like he's gonna do something because at the end of the day he's getting paid.
Yeah.
Right. If I was building this out myself, I would say this guy stays here until this gets really big. And then this guy manages this, and then you hire a specialty. Because this isn't as important as this. You want this guy who's super senior to manage this until this gets too big. And then what you do is you hire someone here, then he sits at the top and starts managing all this. So as you're building out DSD, this is the biggest pain in the dick.
Yeah.
Because this is literally managing hundreds of distributors. This like from here will grow to this whole board.
Yeah.
Right, but like you don't need it right away because most of the time, these guys can do most of that work. These guys don't live in their houses. They are on the road 24/7.
Yeah.
So like if you have a solid, if it was me and I was you, I would really focus on having a really good SVP of sales, a really good demand planner. Demand planning is critical and being able to read data. So you could almost have like a data analytics / demand planner because the other thing that these guys are gonna need to grow the business is data.
Yeah.
Look at how good the brand looks, right? If you had the same amount of people on the ops side or the sales side, it would be the same.
My whole strategy was like,
it's like the opposite of me, right? Like if you looked at Raw like 3 years ago, you'd be like, Sprint doesn't make any money.
I'd rather be like that.
I know.
So the point is, we're so late to this category that like the only differentiator we can have is in brand
and culture. Yeah.
So like,
I agree.
Let me lean into that and then figure it.
You didn't do it wrong. I would argue like I wish I had the coolness before.
So you
but
can
I was
build
just
that
focused
now.
on
But
making
you have all the
money.
money in the world
I
to
know.
do that.
I know. You're right.
I would, if I was building it when the LMNT were doing it, I'd get fucking done what you've done.
Yeah.
Like what I've done what you've done. I'd have been like sales fucking, but now I'm like, if I come out with a shit brand, it's like, what's the difference? Now we're like, we're the coolest.
You're also the one. You're the reason why people are like, oh, Cadence. You're bringing so much.
I have to now like. Also, it's where now I need to build this house.
It's okay.
All right, so Stoop meeting is me going over some applications for candidates for the bar role. So I'm bringing someone over from either, one of the better bar companies that you guys have seen out, whether it's like Bear Bells or Built or, Quest, Legendary, one of those brands that understands price point architecture, go-to-market strategy, and can take this bar project and really run with it. Like I said before, we're not really dabbling here. We're going all in on protein bars for 2026. So having the right team for that is obviously super important.
Thanks, guys. Okay. Dude, 2 good candidates. All right, we are about to be, I think, at the Founders Club event. Gonna talk. Honestly, I don't even know what I'm supposed to talk about. I got no itinerary for this conference at all, so hopefully it's easy. And then I'm gonna do some shopping and I'm done. This has been 3 days of hell. I'm sure you guys have seen most of it, but yeah, nonstop when you're here. Got a lot of good interviews, a lot of good meetings, and then ultimately gonna spend the next couple of days just hanging out with Sammy, and then back to Florida on Sunday. And when do we leave for Vegas?
The 5th, I think. 5th? That's like 2 weeks.
Lots of travel.
And
What flavors did you get? Did you just get orange?
No, it's Bumstead's?
Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea. I was like, Bum Energy? Well, that makes a lot more sense now.
I've had 2 of the oranges so far. Is that a good flavor compared to
number 1 flavor right now is root beer. All the soda flavors are the most popular flavors by far. Yeah, so root beer, Dr. Bum, which is Dr.
Sugar or no sugar?
No sugar. No, 0 sugar. No artificial colors, everything's clear.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you speak at 105.
Yeah.
I'll just confirm.
So serious, I showed her it's real.
Wow. Straight in, huh?
Tastes like a sticker.
Insane.
How many grams per person?
20 grams.
Where?
No, I'm gonna go walk.
Next we've got Dom Iacovone. Dom.
You're looking at differentiating and building a brand now. It's a lot of people ask, how are you going to get into such a competitive space and do different, right? You're going against billion-dollar companies, P&G, these huge brands. And what I always tell everyone is those brands don't build culture and community. Those brands just spend a lot of money on distribution. And I think where people like us can win is in building community and culture. So all the money they're spending on design and packaging, we're spending on events and community and giving back to the people who build the brand with. And I think that that can go a lot further than the money that you spend in distribution. And I mean, I'm a testament to it, you're a testament to it, everyone on the stage is a testament to that. So that's a differentiation point for me.